Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Nano podcast. Today, we have probably the most iconic matchup that you're gonna see on this podcast. It doesn't seem out of the ordinary, usual, but for me and Ethan, this is basically our Super Bowl.
Yeah, so I am a huge Giants fan, and Ben is the only Panthers fan.
Yeah, the only one. I'm actually the only Panthers fan. So this matchup means a lot to me. But seriously, how often is it that our two favorite teams get to play? I mean, actually, I do know how often it is. It's every 4 years, but it's such a fun sight to see when our two teams actually get it to be able to play, and we truly get to see who is the better team.
It's great. It really is great because I love watching the Giants win.
I love watching the Panthers win.
Let's get into these game picks.
Yeah, and we're gonna actually start off with the Panthers Giants just to start off. So, Ethan, who are you gonna pick in that game?
Hey, look, I think the Giants might be the worst team in the NFL, but I would be crazy to not choose the Giants. So I am definitely taking the Giants. The Giants are. It's not like they're the worst, and it's like not even close. And the Panthers, I don't know about them. They're weird. They're weird.
I mean, I'll even admit that as a Panthers fan. I don't know what's been going on. I mean, without Christian McCaffrey, it's a completely different team. I mean,
this is James Bradbury revenge game, and I think he's going to go off against a terrible Sam Darnold. I know Sam Darnold isn't terrible, I guess, but to me, this seems like the game or like one of the games where he's just going to play terribly.
Yeah. I don't believe Stephon Gilmore's playing either.
That's huge because Kadarius Toney is not playing.
Yeah, he's not playing. Toney isn't playing. Gilmore was at practice this week, but I do not believe he's playing. If I had to guess, I'd say expect him back next week, but I don't think he'll have enough time to practice and get ready for this game, which is a really huge blow because I remember originally we were expecting. I mean, this was the early estimate. We were expecting between week 8 and week 10 for Gilmore, so that he could still get in that window of range. But I mean, I was hoping he would return just to beat the Giants. I mean, I'm sure he'll be able to beat them. This is going to be a nice game. You know, Darnold's kind of struggled the past 3 games. This is going to be a nice game just to try to ease around, get back into form for the Panthers as we move on to harder opponents. That's how I see this game.
I see this as the Giants ruining their draft stock kind of game.
Yeah, I could see that
Giants, too. I really don't see them being a playoff team at all. It'd be way too late, honestly.
Oh yeah,
they'd have to play out of their minds. But this is the kind of game that's like, oh my God, Giants are gonna have the first pick and they're gonna get Thibodeau, which would actually help out. Thibodeau would definitely help out.
Oh, they would not take Thibodeau as the first pick.
No, if they took a quarterback, I would break something.
They would take a quarterback. There's no way they would get the first pick. If Daniel Jones leads them to the first pick, there's no way they're keeping him.
I would rather them take a free agent QB. I would rather want Thibodeau just because we let Dalvin Tomlinson walk. Let's get a better player than Dalvin Tomlinson. Let's get Kayvon Thibodeau who can play D tackle. We've seen him play D tackle.
I mean, when you look at it though, I don't want to like this isn't like a Giants rebuild thing, but like I'm curious, like who are the quarterbacks in free agency that they could possibly get?
I mean, I'm not sure, but I'd be better with a bridge quarterback than taking one of these young guys in this draft class because this draft class is not going to be good for QBs.
Yeah, I mean, I actually did a lot of research today about a quarterback. I studied a lot of film on him. I was very interested in Matt Corral. He's probably the Heisman frontrunner this year. I wanted to do some research on him because I don't watch college football that often, so I just like to research individual prospects. I really liked what I saw from him, honestly. He definitely has a very interesting style of quarterback. He's elite at RPOs, but he definitely has some weakness. He definitely has some weaknesses in this game. But the first thing I noticed about him though is that he gets the ball out extremely fast, which is a huge benefit.
You see quarterbacks that need to perform in RPO systems, and like for example, I feel like if he were to get onto the Giants wouldn't handle it well. And
yeah, I agree.
And like RG3 on the Redskins way back then when they were the Redskins, he should have been in an RPO heavy playbook and he wasn't, and he still played great, but it should have been RPO heavy from the start.
I actually think that Matt Corral would be an amazing fit with the Washington football team.
I could agree with that. I feel like they have a very RPO like team. They've run after receivers and receiving running backs, which isn't always seen in RPOs, but there's RPO screens where running backs are out there like that. And I could definitely see that happening.
I mean, when I was doing my research on him, I specifically wrote best fit Washington football team. I think Ron Rivera's offense would flow very well with his game almost immediately. And I also did an NFL comparison. It was really hard to think of an NFL comparison. He's an interesting player. He definitely still needs some polishing, but he's a very interesting player. But I could see him being similar to Dak Prescott, honestly.
Dak, that's an interesting comparison.
Yeah.
But back to these game picks, because we kind of got carried away in Matt Corral.
Once you brought up the quarterbacks, I just wanted to mention him because I was doing some research.
You brought up the quarterbacks.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. All right, I did. Maybe I wanted to mention him. But...
Yeah. I'm taking the Giants though.
Yeah, I'm taking the Panthers. I think everyone could have thought about this. I think everyone could have seen this.
By the way, we're going to talk about the Browns and how their backfield is the best in the NFL. Again, look, still, but it's just even deeper now.
And let's talk about how the Broncos are still frauds and they lost to Case Keenum and Dearness Johnson.
The Denver Fraudcos.
Seriously. The Browns did not have their starting quarterback, their starting running back, their backup running back, and also Odell was seriously hurt. They're basically their four best players on offense were either out or limited. And the Broncos still lost.
Yeah, Broncos lost.
I don't even know what to say about the Broncos. They're just not a playoff team, especially in that hard division. They're probably the fourth best team in that division.
Yeah. But this game, wow. This is gonna be a high scoring game, huh?
What, the first actual game we have? Yeah.
Chiefs versus Titans. Derrick Henry versus the Chiefs. That's how it seems to be going for Derrick Henry.
It's gonna be a good game, I'll tell you that. I mean, the Titans, they've been so inconsistent this year, just like ever. I mean, they lose to the Jets, they beat the Bills.
Yeah, right. Weird team. You know what? I'm gonna let you pick first.
I'm going with the Chiefs. I think that the Titans have the 32nd ranked pass offense. That's not good when you're playing the Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And the Chiefs do have a bad defense, but I think that it's really going to come down to whose offense scores more. It's really going to come down to the offense. Like defenses are not going to really be a factor.
I remember seeing like on Instagram before the season started when Titans acquired Julio Jones, and it was like, oh, Hail Mary, it's caught by Jones, touchdown. Titans lose 31-42.
Yeah. That's
It's
not been the case.
It's been Derrick Henry shows.
I mean, has Julio Jones really done anything though?
It's the Derrick Henry show. Still.
Like seriously though, what is with the? I mean, he hasn't. I mean, the game plan's obviously not revolved around him. He hasn't necessarily been bad. Yeah.
He's just not been amazing. I definitely don't.
I mean, he hasn't been Julio Jones like, but I mean, how can you blame him when Derrick Henry's getting like 40 carries, a deserved 40 carries a game or something, or 30?
It's just still. When you have someone as good as Derrick Henry, who might be the best player in the NFL right now, it's just like, what are you going to do about it? Like, you have Julio Jones, who was the best receiver in the NFL at a point, but you have the best running back now. So like, use it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
I'm going to also take the Chiefs though.
Yeah, I think that they did not look, even though they won last week, they still didn't look good, honestly.
But I'm telling you, Derrick Henry's still going to go off.
I think so too. I don't think there's a game where there's like 2 games each year where Derrick Henry just sucks. But
yeah, but then the next week he plays a division rival and he drops 1,000 yards.
Oh yeah, Derrick Henry against a division rival. You're guaranteed. You're basically like, they should honestly project him 30 points against a division rival.
Oh, I agree. Like 30 points in fantasy. Yeah, I definitely agree.
It's insane.
The next game, not as fun. The football team versus the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers too. This is an easy pick for me.
This game's not even close for me. Washington was really a team that set and was built around having that incredible D-line and even decent DBs, and they just haven't had that this year. They haven't
Yeah,
had
like
it this year.
I'm very
Maybe
disappointed when that.
maybe, like looking at it this offseason, I would have even been like, you know what? I would give Washington a chance against the Packers, but I'm not going to say they stand no chance because I believe in like that there's always a chance, but there's really little chance that they beat the Packers here.
Yeah, the Washington football team has definitely been one of the most disappointing teams this year. I mean, even
the Dolphins, dude.
yeah, I wasn't alarmed when Ryan Fitzpatrick got on because obviously got hurt because obviously quarterback was never the main strength of their team, but their defense has just simply not played as good as they will.
I mean,
as good as they have.
You could call it the Fitzpatrick curse.
Honestly, yeah. But even then, like I don't think him getting hurt really affected them much. I don't think there's much of a downgrade, if at all, between him and Taylor Heineke.
Well, also what I'm saying is you could call it the Fitzpatrick curse because he left the Dolphins, joined the football team, and now both teams are just not playing good.
Yeah, maybe.
He made the Dolphins almost a playoff team. Him and Tua.
I mean, Heineke's been decent this year. He hasn't been necessarily bad.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not his fault. It really is the defense. The offense has been playing fine. They were never expected to be amazing, but they've been getting the job done. They've been getting the job done. I think that I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with the defense, but they really need to step it up.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers though.
I'm taking Packers as well.
Next up, we always talk about the team. We always talk about the team we think is going to lose, and never the team we think is going to win.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Next up, Bengals Ravens. This could be a very good game.
Because you want to just look at that and be like, this is stupid. But I mean, I'm gonna take the Ravens. I think the Ravens might be one of the best teams in the NFL right now. I'm super high on the Ravens. They might be the team to beat in the AFC, honestly, for me. But maybe even over the Bills. I'd like to see Ravens Bills play a lot.
Yeah.
Ravens are like the team to beat, and Bengals are actually pretty solid, I'd say. I mean, I still don't know about them, but
I don't know about them either, but they've looked really good. I mean, it's not even like they're playing bad teams either. The Ravens, the Ravens looked amazing last week against Justin Herbert. Bengals, they've had an amazing start to the year. Definitely unexpected start, but I mean, they've been playing really good. Jamar Chase has proved everyone wrong. He scores a touchdown in like every game. He's been amazing. He's been amazing, far and away the best rookie receiver by far. So, this is actually really close to me. I'm really high on the Ravens too, and especially Lamar. I think Lamar is a top 3 quarterback, as I've said before. But you know, I'm gonna take the Bengals just to be different. Just not to be different, but I truly think they're gonna win this game.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's gonna be an upset here.
That should be fun. If we watch Red Zone, Ben and I, of course, are going to be together while watching Panthers.
Giants. No, we're not going to be watching Red Zone.
We're probably going to keep on the Panthers Giants game.
Yeah, we're not going to be unless it gets like crazy, which I don't think that'll happen.
Or like commercials, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
This should be a fun week in football though, as I say that. This is still a fun game though because these two teams are so bad.
Yeah, I agree.
So, Falcons Dolphins.
Ugh.
A Walmart offense versus a Walmart defense.
I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, the Falcons are overperforming. The Dolphins are underperforming. It's that simple.
Yeah. This is the type of game that the Falcons will win just to ruin their record a little bit.
They've already done that, though. That's the thing. If they win this game, they're getting to the point where they're actually like in the running for the playoffs, which I don't think is going to happen.
What would that make them 4-3?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Exactly. Like the Falcons, I think the Dolphins will win this game. I think the Falcons have won too many like stupid wins. I don't think Cordell or Patterson is going to carry them. The Dolphins just have more talent on their team.
You know what? I don't like the Falcons.
I don't like the Falcons either. They're my least favorite team.
And I don't want to even just say this to go against you, but I actually do think that the Falcons will win.
I could easily see it. I'm probably going to be wrong. I honestly don't know.
I want the Dolphins to win because I think that they have a better team than the Falcons. But for some reason, I'm feeling Falcons, so I'm taking the Falcons. All
right. Next up, we got another interesting game. The New York Jets versus the New England Patriots.
Oh, interesting fact. The Patriots have never beaten the Jets.
Interesting fact.
In the past 2 weeks, they haven't beaten the Jets once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big accomplishment for New York's new head coach.
Yeah. I'm taking the Patriots. I hate this game. It's 2 rookies though.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots as well. This is gonna be a boring game.
Yeah, I really don't have much to talk about. Patriots team has gotten worse. Jets team has stayed the same, which is worse than the Patriots team.
Next up, Eagles Raiders.
Dude, what is this game?
I don't know.
That's actually the most like when I imagine 2 football teams playing each other, for some reason, this is actually what I would imagine. This is a high-powered offense who has Max Crosby break out 1 game every year.
You already had it though.
Yeah, I know. It was last week.
Yeah.
Eagles fans might bully my boy Carl Lawson.
On the Nassib, you mean?
Or Nassib, yeah, not Lawson. Yeah, they might bully Carl Nassib.
Maybe.
Eagles fans are mean. I last year I had 2 teachers who were Eagles fans. It was not fun.
You had 2 teachers that were Eagles fans? Interesting.
Yeah. And one of them was like just some chick who like really didn't say much about them. But my Eagles fan my Eagles fan geography teacher, he had Eagles banisters and Eagles tickets on the wall, and it was so annoying. Pictures of like Terrell Owens like everywhere.
Well, I actually have 2 Steelers fan teachers this year, which is even worse.
That's not worse.
I don't know.
That's not.
I don't like the Steelers.
That's not worse though. Eagles
might not be worse.
Are worse than Steelers fans, and I'll admit, Steelers fans, they're bad, but not for the same reasons that
I know what you mean.
Philadelphia fans are toxic.
Yeah, Steelers fans are just annoying.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying. They used to be toxic though.
Yeah. I'm taking the Raiders.
Matt Stafford revenge game. I'm actually gonna take.
You didn't even say who you took.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I thought that was clear. I don't know. I think the Eagles could be worse than the Giants this year.
I don't see that. I honestly don't see that happening.
Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders. This is what I'm excited for too. Matt Stafford revenge game. This could be the 405.
This is not what I'm excited for.
Why?
I don't even think it's much of a revenge game.
What do you mean?
They left on good terms.
Oh, well, yeah, but I just mean revenge game as in he's playing a team.
Technically it's a revenge game, and also it's just not a good game anyways. That's the main part. I
mean, to be fair though, I actually have a lot of fantasy players playing in this game also.
I have 1.
I have DeAndre Swift, Daryl Henderson, and Matt Stafford. But I think am I starting? No,
Dak's on bye.
Dak's on bye.
The only person I have in this game is TJ Hawkinson.
And Rams defense I have too.
And it sucks, but they're probably going to use him as a blocker in this game because they have to go against someone.
Yeah, we don't say his name on I think, no, we can't do this episode. We do this every episode. We love Aaron Donald so much. He is a beast. He's what? Is he the second highest? I think he's the second highest graded player in the NFL right now.
He probably is.
You want to know who number 1 is?
Is it Henry?
What a surprise. Yeah. By the way, I'm taking the Rams.
I'm taking the Rams as well. Next up, Bears versus Bucks.
Buccaneers next. I like the Bears too.
What?
I like the Bears too.
I might actually disagree.
No, don't do this. Come on.
No, I'm being serious.
Wait for the Colts to choose the wrong team. Wait. Hold on. What was last week?
We'll talk about that in a second.
You got it wrong, the Colts.
I did?
Yeah, you picked Texans.
Oh yeah, I did.
3-31, you picked the Texans.
Ugh.
You are so bad at this.
Actually, no, I don't know. Actually, I might have picked the Colts in that.
No, I remember you picking Texans.
Did I really?
Oh my gosh, yes, because I remember having a whole thing about it last episode.
Damn. I didn't even remember that. I really thought I picked the Colts in that. I guess I'm 0-7 now, or 0-6.
Yeah,
But before we talk about the Colts game, I think I might actually go off the Bears due to the fact that the Bucs are missing critical pieces to their team in this week.
Explain.
Antonio Brown is hurt. Rob Gronkowski's hurt. Richard Sherman's hurt, which that one isn't a big effect. But the other two, Antonio Brown has been a vital part of the offense the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, but I don't think you got to worry about that. Tom Brady can spread out the ball to whoever.
That's true.
He turns the right guys into the best receiver of all time.
I don't know. I really have a feeling the Bears are going to win this week. I'm going to take the Bears. I'm taking the Bears.
Go for it.
I'm going for it.
Fine. I'm taking Buccaneers because they have the best player in NFL history on their team.
All right, I'm taking the Bears because they have.
I am taking Tom Brady over the entire Bears.
I mean, if we're going by Madden, the Bears have the best player in NFL history.
That's a different thing, though.
I'm kidding. I'm still going with the Bears, though. Actually. Next, Texans Cardinals.
This is a DeAndre Hopkins revenge game.
Yeah, this is an actual revenge game.
Yeah, he did not like the Texans and JJ Watt. Oh my god.
Okay, yeah, this is a genuine revenge game.
JJ Watt going back. What are they gonna do?
I don't know. They should honor him.
Are they gonna? I mean, I'm sure they're gonna cheer for him. They're not gonna boo TJ Watt or JJ Watt. Yeah, I mean, I get why New England booed Brady because New England fans are terrible.
They're just all toxic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they even boo Brady? Did they actually boo Brady?
When he came out, they cheered, but then they booed when they were playing, obviously.
Well, yeah, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Cardinals in this game.
I'm taking the Cardinals as well. Ben, you still have your weird opinion?
Yeah.
That the Cardinals aren't making the playoffs.
No, I don't have that anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna die on that hill. The Cardinals are gonna make the playoffs. I'll admit it. I do think that they're gonna get exposed in the playoffs, but they're gonna make the playoffs. They could even get the first round bye if they're playing.
Yeah, they could definitely get exposed.
But I really see Kyler getting exposed in the playoffs.
Yeah, it could happen. I think Kyler Murray's pretty solid. I know you're not very high on him.
But yeah, even without that, I'm taking the Cardinals.
Colts, 49ers. All right, Ben. All right, Ben. Just pick the right team.
I'm taking the 49ers.
Okay, I'm going Colts. I'm fully into it. I'm fully into it.
Well, I'm taking the 49ers.
I'm a believer.
Trey Lance actually is not starting this game, though. Jimmy Garoppolo's back. But I'm still taking the Niners.
If Trey Lance was starting.
Although I do have something good to say about the Colts, though, last week. Carson Wentz looked like prime Carson Wentz last week. He looked amazing. The stats don't really prove it, but when I was watching Carson Wentz, he was flinging the ball downfield. It was perfect. He looked amazing last week, but I'm still taking.
And it was against the Texans.
True.
Yeah,
but I'm still taking the 49ers.
I'm taking the Colts because you chose the 49ers, and 49ers aren't starting the best quarterback on their team either. I
mean, how many games did Trey Lance start? 2?
Trey Lance is the best quarterback on their team.
He probably is. You think he already is?
He's gonna be.
He's gonna be for sure. But you think he already is?
Yeah, I do.
I would disagree with that.
I think that Jimmy Garoppolo is not that great.
Jimmy Garoppolo's not that great, but Trey Lance really showed that he needs a lot more polishing in the games he started. I mean, he played.
Here's what I'll tell you: if they had Trey Lance now, 2 years ago in the Super Bowl against Kansas City, they would have won the game.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But that's just a mismatch. The Chiefs defense would not have been able to stop him. But that's a what if.
All right. Well, let's see in the Colts 49ers Bowl when Trey Lance comes in and wins, because
he's actually hurt, I think.
Is he?
Yeah. I heard that he's inactive a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. I'm going Colts.
All right. Final game. Saints versus Seahawks.
That's actually kind of hard.
Every Monday Night Football game has been amazing so far. So hopefully this continues the trend. It sucks that I'm not able to watch most of them, though.
they've been beat. This year's the year they beef up the Monday night and absolutely steal the beef from the Thursday.
Yeah.
Steal the beef. That's a cool term I just came up with there.
That is a very interesting term. I'll say that. This is going to be a good game. Even with Russ out, it's going to be a good game. I think I'm going to go with the Saints, though. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Saints.
Go with the Saints as well.
I mean, they just lost to the Steelers. Yeah.
I don't care. That's not even the reason I'm going with the Saints. I think Geno Smith being their quarterback instead of
Russell Wilson carries that team.
We are really everyone knows it, but we're really gonna see these next weeks, after his injury, the next couple weeks after his injury, we're gonna see how much he really is.
Yeah, we're gonna see why Russell Wilson is a top 5 quarterback. I mean,
yeah.
he might not always have the stats to back it up, but if you watch the games,
he doesn't always have the blocking or the run game to rely on to do it either.
He usually has a receiving game. He usually has not anymore, but he used to have a defense. Definitely not anymore.
Definitely not. If he had a defense, he'd be winning. If the
Seahawks had a defense, look for the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. Even half the talent of Legion of Boom.
Yeah, even if they kept if they just had Richard Sherman in his prime. It's amazing. It was such a good team back then.
Yeah, now I'm choosing the Saints, who were also such a good team back then, though.
Yeah, I'm choosing the Saints as well. I think the last time they played, Beastquake happened.
Oh, no, that was not the last time.
No, that probably wasn't the last time they played, but that's just what I remember when I think of this matchup.
Yeah, there's no damn way that
the Beastquake
happened last time. That's the coolest term ever.
I know, the Beastquake. Whatever happened to Marshawn Lynch? He literally came back for one game for the playoffs.
Last time I saw him doing anything football related, he was reading Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski to sleep. Do you remember that?
No.
It was a Doritos commercial.
What?
And the last time I saw him do anything actually football related was he became an FCFL owner of a team.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, he's been doing whatever he wants. He's really just doing whatever he wants.
I love Marshawn Lynch. But that pretty much wraps up our game picks for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Follow the Instagram at NanoButs Podcast. We're posting a lot on there recently, including our players of the week and some takeaways.
Maybe I'll throw together some interesting facts or whatever you guys want to see. Just comment on our Instagram. Let us know what you want to see. You can DM us. We check our DMs. We'll DM it. You can just tell us whatever, and we'll probably do it.
So see you guys next episode.